Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our short D&D campaign of Feywild Fable on this week's Natural Havoc. We don't have a Tim or a Lan with us today. They are away and busy, so taking over Candelaria duties is the fellow Harengan of the party, Paddy Max, and taking over Finton duties is... I can't think of a connection, but it's Onion. So, before we get into the recap of what happened last session, before we get into the combat of, where we were left off last session, let's go around and introduce everybody. First up, we have the Agent Zeb.
Hey, I'm Agent Zeb. I play May Winter Sprite, and I've noticed I change that voice all the time, but I'm a fairy monk with an astral self aspect, and I really don't like people hurting my friends.
I think the voice is wonderful every time. Next up, we have the Onion Soup, unfortunately.
Oh, it's me first, okay. Hello, I'm Onion. I am playing Sebastian Voss, the resident silver-tongued, charming, handsome devil. How do you do? And I'm also playing today... Wait, how do I do like a Master Roshi voice?
It's like a
Hey, Swindon, we're the ladies, or something along those lines, right?
He's a good guy. He's turning the other cheek.
He certainly is.
There.
Yeah, he's getting better. Who is a satyr cleric of life domain, I believe.
Yeah.
There we go, that would be.
Fantastic, thank you, Onion. Now, Paddy, you also ready to do the Candelaria voice?
Oh, yeah, okay. Hey guys, my name is Paddy Max. Today I'm playing Clover Thittlefoot, the Ranger Harengan, as well as his companion, the one and only Candelaria Periwinkle, the Harengan fighter. Please, sir, can I have some more?
That was really good. I'm also going to change the music because I just realised the fight music's still going and it's probably not great for the intro. So let's put on something a little bit softer. And as the softer music begins, let's head over to the Eagle Outlaw, since Smitty decided to get so preemptive with her.
My whole
with
mood
her-
has been ruined.
Handle amazingly.
Everything's ruined. Okay. Hi, I'm Eagle. I play the good old scaredy cat Grindel. And yeah. Oh, I hate the darkness. Please protect me. Yeah, that's it.
Have we not got a dog from you this week? We did request the dog.
I don't have a dog right now. No.
Wow, what a
Not at the
letdown.
moment.
Well, Jane, boo. Jane, you're up next.
Yes, I'm allowed.
I guess.
I'm Smitty. You're a recurring counselor for this party who will definitely need counseling after this.
I think the beginning of your sentence cut out, unfortunately. Which I think was your racing class, which is probably relatively important.
I am still Aurora, who is a fairy and a bard, and she's the counselor for the party.
Fantastic. There we go. We have everyone. As I said, we are lacking Tim and Lan this week, but we do have some fantastic voiceover work to take their place, although they won't be doing the roleplay aspect, so I wouldn't stress too much on that. However...
What do you mean?
It's time that we hit up the recap from last session. Always thank you to Lan, who put it together again this week, even though she's not here. But our session begins with the party returning from the forest after rescuing young Katie from the Yethounds and finding the supplies that had gone missing from the village. Everyone was thrilled that Katie and the supplies had returned, and everyone had a relaxing evening, aside from poor Grendel, who slept in the stables with May to keep him company. The next morning started off with some signature Sebastian chaos, terrifying and scarring the tavern owner, followed by a Clover who couldn't control his kleptomaniac urges and stole a beer tap. Not long after, the party went to bed so they could seek out Gogmagog first thing in the morning. I read that wrong, but anyway, some of the party members had some strange dreams, particularly Finton, who was paid a visit by his goddess Soon, the goddess of love and beauty. She was displeased by the way he conducted himself, driven by lust and not representing her true meaning. She gave Finton a stern warning which terrified him, and he saw the error of his ways. He needed to change and preach about the beauty that's inside everyone, not just the external beauty of fairer folk. Soon offered him a sword, a weapon that she said would grow in power as long as he continued to walk her path. Aurora also had a very vivid dream. She encountered Zolamar at the top of a waterfall, throwing down rocks. He seemed very lonely, and the pair talked for a while about the mission and also the meaning of happiness and the other things, and other deeper things until the next morning. The next day, the party left the village to find Gogmagog. The sojourning summits were not a place to dawdle in. If you stay in one place too long, you may be lost forever. As the party ventured toward the imposing peaks before them, a young half-orc man, no more than a teenager, was struggling to pack down his camp. This teenager was called Jack, and Gogmagog had stolen many of his family's cherished items. After he found out where the party was going, he joined them on their way. The party entered the sojourning summits, and with the help of the knowledge of how the mountains worked, as well as the blessings they had received earlier in their journey from the deities Sylvanus and Savras, they found their way to Gogmagog's front door. As Jack secreted his way inside, a mist began to form around the party, a mist that turned out to be Gogmagog in cloud form. They entered his home and the fight erupted, with the party quickly dispatching his minions after charming him into an incapacitated state. Now they have to finish this fight. Will they win with the giant all alone? Did Jack survive his secret trip? What did Zolamar really want from all this? Let's find out in this week's episode of a Feywild Fable, right here on Natural Havoc. So, time to turn the music back to what it was, because we are indeed in the midst of a combat. This one. Yes. So, it is the top of the round. You guys have so far dispatched the 2 air elementals and the 2 giant eagles, and now 50 more giant eagles. No, I just have a penchant for wanting to kill Sebastian and failing miserably. It's the top of the round. We have a Candelaria Periwinkle. Yes. We have. Well, I guess what's the group's plan? We're still in combat, but at the moment you have your opponent completely frozen, and I believe they're frozen for another 7 rounds?
Or until hit, right?
Or until hit, yes. So if they take any damage in any way, they will break free from, I believe the spell was Hypnotic Pattern. But for now, they're still in a frozen state. What are you guys going to do?
So, are we going based on turn order, or is this just in general?
We'll go based on turn order. We'll say, if people want to spend their turn asking others what the plan is, you can.
Okay, I think Candelaria, first of all, would just be going to use True Strike and uses True Strike on her first turn. Which is a cantrip, so that the next turn she will get that advantage on the attack roll, and she'll ready her halberd. That's her first turn.
Okay, fantastic. So you ready your halberd, yeah, halberd to with the True Strike cantrip cast. I would assume on Gogmagog and not another member of the party.
Yes, okay. Pointing at Gogmagog in her huge form.
Yes, and Candelaria. Oh, actually, just a quick question: who enlarged Candelaria?
Was it a potion?
I think it was.
Wasn't it Aurora?
Aurora.
I think she had a potion though.
I think she had a potion of growth.
Okay, she had a potion. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm just remembering now, because I was just making sure that she didn't cast it on herself, because then it would have been concentration. definitely wasn't Aurora who cast it, because I know that Aurora was being very conscious of the fact she needs to keep her concentration on hypnotic pattern up. But right, okay, that's all fine by me. Is there anything else Candelaria wants to do this turn?
I think that's it at this turn, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, then that moves on. You might be a little familiar with this player, because next up is Clover Thistlefoot.
So Clover, this turn, he's going to move down a bit closer to the group, while still keeping some distance from the others.
I'm going to say this because you did mention it to me before combat started, so I'm just going to remind you. Bonus action-wise, I believe you wanted to move your Hunter's Mark.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
No
so after the Wind Elemental died, the Hunter's Mark, which was on him, I can use my bonus action this turn, which I'm going to do, to apply Hunter's Mark to Gog Magog. So that is that one there. So that's now on him. So I have a attack bonus whenever I attack him with any damage. Cool. Next, I think, seeing Candelaria's getting prepared, I guess Clover's action this turn would just be to scream out to the others, "Guys, let's get ready to take him down!" And that will be his turn.
Oh, this is going to be a real painful round of combat for me. Cool. Grendel, you're up.
Oh no! So Grendel's still on a rage.
He is!
he
Yes!
is. I can't.
Yes!
I have to. I'm sorry. So in the rage, I'm gonna say, because Grendel's not the smartest person, he's not gonna understand the stop in this state. Every time he's in a rage, he's gonna So in his fit of rage, he's just gonna pull back on his axe and swing. He's gonna take a swing.
Go for it.
He's raging. 21. He still had advantage.
21. Yeah, it hits. You're reckless attacking them, yeah?
Yeah. 16.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take an
16.
extra attack. Swing again. 26.
I hate that whenever I do like the minus things on the health bars, they don't actually change for me. 1 second. Yes, that hits. Yeah, it never does. It never did for me in previous either.
So when you click on the token, the
Yeah.
green bubble appears.
Yeah.
You click in the green bubble and you type in minus something and then hit enter.
Oh, right, okay, so I don't do like the health it's already on. And then...
No, just minus whatever the damage is, and then it should just remove it.
Okay. I'll try that. Cool, that works. The whole time I was doing like what it was minus. Right, okay, that makes sense. Fantastic. We learn something new every day. Yes, that's it. That is indeed a hit.
26 also hits for 11, so that's
11 points of damage. Okay.
27 points of damage.
Cool. Okay. Still looking fine.
But he's up now, right?
Yeah.
Now
yeah,
that he's hit, he's awake.
He's up. He's awake. He's very much kind of aware of what's going on.
Yeah, and I would also like to say, because I don't think we mentioned it just before going live, technically, I believe Finton also cast Bane, and I believe he has a negative D4 to all attack rolls and saving throws going forward, because he rolled a 7. I've just scrolled up to have a look.
Yes,
he did
that
roll
is
a 7,
correct.
so there is a negative D4 to attack rolls and saving throws, which is being
Yes.
concentrated on by Finton, just so we know.
Cool. Okay.
Cool. Well, seeing what's going on here, Sebastian, as Mildred, as the old lady, remember?
Yes, still in Mildred form.
Pulls the bow out, will bonus action steady aim to gain advantage on the hit, and then will release an arrow towards Magog Magog or Magloop Magloop, whatever we were calling him at the time.
Or Tub Matub. Or
Tub
Goo
Matub,
Goo
yeah,
Goo.
we had many names for him. So I will fire an advantage short bow at him. 25.
Hits.
And then we get to add a little bit of sneak attack on that. Ooh, I didn't roll very well there. But, you know, we'll still take a 13 damage.
13 damage, okay.
That's my turn.
Cool. Right. Still looking pretty fine. Aurora, you're up next.
All right. Be slowed as she casts slow on Gog McGog.
Okay. What's the what does he have to roll?
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. This will be
Minus 1d4.
minus 1d4.
Minus
Yeah.
1d4.
Okay. So I'll roll it, then I'll roll the 1d4. Okay. His initial
Okay,
rolls a
you
20,
say-
and then the 1d4.
He saves
is
it anyway.
Okay, it's a 16.
Yeah, because it's my spell save, 16.
Okay, cool.
Does
Yeah,
no one
saves
have
it.
anything to make it lower?
No, I don't have anything to make it lower, unfortunately. Okay. Didn't work. That's my turn.
Didn't work. Okay. Next up is May Wintersprite.
May will actually go and fly over here, and just kind of ready herself to meet him if he wants to get at people in that direction. And she will actually cast a spell, which is Fairy Fire.
Nice, go for it.
Just read that again. So it's a 20-foot cube within range, concentration up to 1 minute, and dexterity saving throw. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed them light in 10-foot radius, and any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object cannot benefit from being invisible. So I will
Okay. So that's
put the cube on the bottom, like,
Okay, cool.
so that no
Dex
one
save.
except him is being
No worries. So first I'll roll the dex save, which is just a flat dice roll. That's a 12. I'm assuming your
safety C is 16, so
Yeah, so even with the
Yay!
D4, it's not going to. Okay, that's Fairy Fire initiated. Okay. Is
and
that your turn?
that's my turn.
Nice. Finton's up.
Hey. Finton. Finton, seeing that he is fairy fired. Ooh. He will. Oh, I really want to go close. But Bane is pretty good right now. In that case, because Bane is concentration, we'll keep that going, and instead, I will chuck a second level guiding bolt, which is now at advantage because of Fairy Fire. So we're going to chuck a guiding bolt at second level in. So
Okay.
so
21
21 to hit.
hits.
Oh, well, I'll just roll just in case it's a
Yeah.
crit.
24
very
also
close.
hits.
Okay, cool. So we're doing that at level 2. Okay, 15 radiant damage.
Okay. Still
As-
looking pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Cool. Right. Now it's the Cloud Giant's turn. So, I'm going to bonus action Misty Step. Now, who's gonna get some? Okay, I'm gonna have to roll the dice to work out how much of this is my own personal preference.
Just do it.
Cool, it did land on it. Right. Yep, we're gonna Misty Step right here. And we're gonna go with 2 Morning Star attacks
Minus
on.
the D4.
So it's minus a D4. So, I'll rather than doing it with the regular Morning Star, I think I'll just roll the dice separately. I'll just roll what the roll should be. So 1d20. Does a 27 hit?
He has a plus 12.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. So that is...
Lord, he's a strong boy.
25 points of damage?
Okay, I will uncanny dodge to half that.
Okay, go for it. So that is 12 points of damage.
12.
He's then going to
Yep.
do that again.
Yep.
It's a 13 hit.
No.
Okay, that was such a bad freaking roll.
Yeah, I
bro.
know. I'm really glad
That
that
was
happened.
so bad.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be it for the Cloud Giant's turn.
I'd like to point out he did just hit an old lady, which is completely,
Completely fine.
so rude.
Completely fine. So we're gonna go top of the round. We're gonna go back to Candelaria Periwinkle.
Perfect. Quick question. Whilst enlarged, is movement the same?
I believe yes, movement is the same.
Okay, so 30.
You get a 1d4
foot.
bonus to attacking damage, but
Okay.
that's the majority of it.
So let's see. So you got 5. What was it? It was.
And any
I'm
attack is
pretty sure she
advantage.
can make it.
And
Oh, actually.
she
She
does-
has the bunny hop as well, right?
Yeah, no, she can. 30 foot would be there.
Okay, yeah. So she'll move over, and strike down with her halberd this turn.
Go for it.
20.
Which is hilarious because that roll had advantage, but you rolled
I
a 20 on
know.
the first one anyway.
Yeah. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that hits.
Cool. And the damage is 9 plus the bonus for growth, which is
Wait, why didn't that roll?
No, it didn't.
Great.
Roll another d.
Roll another
roll another
D10.
d10,
and then
and
2d4.
also the then 2d4. Yeah, because it. I don't know where you clicked on it. If you click on
Maybe
the
you didn't
actual,
click. No?
Attack, it would. Anyway, we can sort that out after this in the break.
the 1d10 and 2d4. Oh wow,
Yeah.
2d4.
So 16 points of damage total.
Okay. Yeah. And then let's see if you have a bonus action.
She
I
should
believe,
have
I
extra
believe she
attack.
should have an extra attack as a fighter.
Yeah.
So since you've attacked once, you should be able to do a free attack action again.
Yeah, we'll do that again. So she'll strike with her halberd again.
Yep.
And that is a 19.
I would just say,
Advantage, my dear.
yeah, roll again just in case you crit
Yeah.
again.
Just put advantage
is
in the
True
character
Strike-
sheet.
Is it not
Fairy
just
fire.
Oh, Fairy Fire, of course. Bugger. Yeah, they both hit. It's a 19 and an 18. They hit.
Okay, so it's only one, right?
Yeah.
And then you click the damage type, don't you? 15.
Well, you click the thing, but either way, we'll check after a great roll. Plus your 4 for enlarged. Just 1d4 this time.
Yeah. 1d4. That one.
Another 16 points of damage.
Oh. So that's a total of 32 that turn. Not
Oh.
bad.
Still looking pretty fun.
And that's her turn.
I just saw audience just like cool. Next up then is Clover Thistlefoot.
So Clover's in a really good place. I just want to quickly mention this. One of the bonus actions I did previously was I downed a potion of Sniper's Brew.
Yeah.
That was my bonus action before we went into this turn, which I believe gives me... I need to quickly double check.
Is it advantage on the next shot?
I think it's advantage on the next
But I
shot.
think
I'm
you already
pretty
get
sure.
it because of fairy fire.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
regardless, I drank it, so I'm loving life. Cool. And then this turn, what I'm gonna do, because I have an advantage with Fairy Fire, I am going to enable Sharpshooter for this turn, which removes
Cool.
5 hit
Minus
chance.
5 plus 10.
Yes.
Minus 5 to hit plus 10 to damage.
Yes. So this is my first attack. It's a 25. Is that right? Plus minus
that-
1.
Yeah, it's 24.
24.
Yeah. 24. Okay, yeah, that hits.
Cool. So that's. Let me quickly check. Is there anything else I need to mention on this?
Remind me at some point to fix that, because that should just all be one number.
It is all one number.
I see it as 24 plus minus 1.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
it's because his fighting style gives him +2. Sharpshooter gives
Yeah,
him
I
minus
just
5.
mean,
Braces give
hopefully
him
it would all be a 24.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Then it is
Oh.
slash roll
sorry.
1d6 for the hunter's mark damage, and I'll do. Should I
Yep.
do plus 10 for the sharpshooter?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 16. It's not a D10, it's just +10.
Yeah, I don't know why that's rolled that way.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Yeah, it's
we're
okay.
cool.
You don't need to roll a D10, it's just +10.
No, but I need to roll a 1d6 because of hunter's mark damage.
Oh,
So it's slash R
There we go.
1d6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Plus
3,
3.
13, 10, 19 points of damage.
19, and then I'll attack again for my second attack.
Okay, now it's
Uh,
starting to look a bit rough.
Second attack is a 19 plus 4,
Are you-
23.
yeah, are you not using Sharpshooter on that one then?
No,
No, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that hits. That's 23.
23. And again, so let me quickly. Sorry, I've got a lot of sheets on my page.
No,
so
you're
that
all good.
and that. There we go.
6. Nice. Okay, that's 17 points of damage.
So 17, 19. Cool.
Okay,
and that is
was
my
a
turn.
fucking lot of damage. That was a hell of a lot of damage. Nice work. Okay, Grendel, you're up next.
Hi. Yeah. So Grendel is gonna in his
Maybe
50-foot
just
sprint-
rage charge through both of his allies. I think that's
No.
a great idea.
I will not be doing that. Instead, I'm gonna use 30 feet to get over here, and then 5 feet to get right here because I have 50 feet of movement.
Okay.
And then now being right here, I'm going to slash 2 times with my great axe.
Okay.
Add advantage using.
Reckless.
He has Fairy Fire.
I'm a reckless crit.
Cool. Roll damage on the crit.
Oh,
Nice. That's 16 points of damage.
Yeah, and I'll attack one more time. Another crit! Double crit!
25 points of damage.
Yeah, 25.
Okay, he's looking really quite rough now.
Yeah. And that's it.
Okay, Sebastian, you're up.
Yeah, I'll, with the hand free from the bow, flip out a dagger and go for the Achilles as I slam it into his ankle as Mildred, the old masseuse, knows
Go
the
for it.
tender points. So I will make that cheeky little stab, which is at advantage because of Fairy Fire. A 15?
Just hits.
Well, thank the Lord. I'll add my sneak
He's a big
attack.
target.
16 damage as I go for the Achilles.
16 damage. Okay.
How rough's he looking?
Very, very, very rough. Is that the end of your turn?
No. I drop the bow, pull out the second dagger, and stab with the second as a bonus action.
Go for it.
At advantage still, it's gonna do like peanut damage, but let's go for it. Oh, okay.
Nat 20.
The do play nat 20s. Unfortunately, it's only a D4 roll, but so
Okay.
it's 2D4, but still. A total of 6.
Okay, he's looking real rough. And is that the end
Damn
of your
it.
turn?
Yes, now that is. As I jam
raw-
my 2 blades into one Achilles.
This guy is kind of fallen to his knees. And at this point, Aurora, as your turn begins, you hear a voice in your head, a familiar voice, saying, "Stop it! Stop hurting him now!" It is indeed the voice of Jack.
Oh, Jack that we met.
Yeah. sorry, I said that wrong. Stop it. Stop hurting him now.
Oh, wait. Is that what Jack sounded like?
No,
Or is
that sounded like
Zolimar?
Zolimar.
Yeah, okay. I was getting confused if I was
Sorry,
remembering
yes. The
wrong.
voice of Jack just turned into the voice of Zolimar in your head.
Try not to kill him! And she casts sleep on him,
Okay.
which I have never used before. But I need to roll a 5d8. 5d8. Which is 20. Does he have more than 20 hit points left?
He does not have more than 20 hit points left.
He falls asleep.
Okay. He falls asleep. At this point, I will say that combat drops. As Jack walks into the room, eating a golden egg sandwich. Two things happen in this moment. Jack's been watching what's been going on. As Grendel, you feel your body seize up. The last thing you see is a drop of egg yolk dripping onto the floor. But your body is frozen. You guys have done an absolutely cracking job, but as the form of Jack, the half-orc boy, transforms into Zolimar and says, I believe, Gog Magog, that our bet is done and I am the winner. He walks over to Gog Magog, notices now that he's asleep and goes, that was meant to have more zest. Can you wake him up?
Certainly, my dear.
Oh.
Not you!
Flip the dagger.
I need him alive! I need him alive!
I was just gonna punch him.
No, nobody punch him! He will cast Cure Wounds on Gog Magog. And
He's
let
still
me
asleep.
see. He is, because it's not been dropped yet. Give me 2 seconds
It's okay.
as I check what I'm actually rolling for this Cure Wounds spell.
You just see Sebastian getting out like a rag from his bag and the decanter of endless water.
Let's go. Now I feel like the party's going to be like, oh shit, when they see this. 40 points.
Cure wounds.
He's an archfey. What spellcasting level do you think he was going to have?
Well, you don't happen to have any more of that lying about, do you?
Not for you.
Well,
Oh, can one of you help me carry him?
Sure. Yeah, sure, I can do that. And May flies over and
Zolimar basically helps you carry Grendel to the other side of the room in the rough attempt that hopefully he'll run off his anger by the time that he gets anywhere near close enough.
How far am I from
And-
across the room?
You're going to be moved over to here, basically.
Yeah, okay, give me a second. Wait, where? Right there? Okay, give me a second.
where the fuck?
No, May,
Jesus.
you can basically stay where you are because he'll wait till he's
Okay.
moved back over here and then drop the whole person spell.
I also use my action to revert back to Sebastian.
Oh, that's strange. He drops the spell.
Okay.
What does Grendel
I'm gonna-
do?
I'm gonna run to the Medusa and try to hit it.
Go for it. You auto hit. You can't miss this thing. It's not moving.
Yeah.
You hit it with advantage, but you do no damage to it.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep swinging at it while they're all talking.
It's you're hitting this thing, and your axe for some reason is just going straight through it. Who knows why?
It's getting my anger out. It's all that matters. I'm just gonna keep swinging.
Okay, but seriously, can we wake up Gogmagog now?
Nicely, or
Nicely, drop the freaking spell.
it's not mine, I'm afraid.
Fine. But this is more fun. And she grabs her catapult and puts one of her sunflower seeds or whatever she has and just on his forehead.
Oh my goodness. And as he does that, Zolamar goes, "You are now my servant." As I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it, Gogmagog freezes up for a second, looks over at Zolamar, and a tear falls from his eye. As per our agreement, if I could ever take and eat one of those golden eggs, you would be in my servitude for 100 years, no more, no less. He pauses for a second, Gogmagog, before gingerly and bitterly taking a knee. Yes, my master. Good boy. Zolamor walks over to him, puts his hand on his head, and the giant disappears. I believe I said that you could all take whatever you wanted from here.
Can I have a look around the room and see if there's anything shiny?
There's nothing shiny in this room, and Zolamar goes, there's way more stuff, like, in his actual house. This is just, like, his front hall. And there's no one else in there, like, there's a few eagles, as he plucks, like, an eagle's feather from his own hand. Okay, a few less eagles now. But, it's fine. You can take what you want.
And just to establish, dear, we can take anything we like from within the halls of this place.
You can take anything you like from within the halls of this place.
What's Zolamar wearing?
Zolamar's wearing his his kind of regular, kind of stylish clothes.
Is it, like, pretty fancy?
It's pretty fancy.
I'll take the jacket, dear.
You know, you'd think with this long a life, I would have stopped saying things without necessarily always thinking them through. Look, instead of the jacket, do you just want, I don't know, 500 gold? You people like money.
A mere 500.
Okay, how much do you want?
Maybe 500 apiece, dear.
Sure.
Oh, very well. Well,
Magic's a bag of money. Passes over to you.
they say
so
when
that's
it's made, it pours.
3,500 gold pieces.
You can all thank me later. And I just plop it into the bag of holding.
There's more where that came from if you want to come and visit me in Rhinanori.
Oh, well. It's a good job we're heading that way, then, isn't it?
Good. Then hopefully I'll see you guys there. Well, if there's nothing else that anyone needs, Aurora, our business is officially concluded. As agreed, here is Narcia, as he takes out a golden harp. And the golden harp says, "Hello, my new master. It is a pleasure to meet you." I know she says that she's your master, but you have to really, like, attune to this first before you give it a go. Like, it won't do anything otherwise. And he passes you a entirely golden harp called Narcia. I will. I'll give you the details in full after when we go into the break.
All right.
The rest of you have at it, and don't take any more of my clothes, or don't ask for any more of my clothes.
Look, you wish to give us things, and I gave you a lesson. But that's fine.
It was smart. It was funny. I was a little bit overzealous because I just finally sealed up a deal, which, by the way, took like 200 years to finally get this done. I gave him that stupid fucking goose 200 years ago.
Where is the goose, by the way?
Well, somewhere in the house. You can have it if you want.
Fantastic.
I don't need the golden eggling goose
I
anymore.
would, I have a request, Mr. Archfey man.
Oh, if you calm down now.
The thing wasn't dying, so I just had to chill out for a moment.
That's
You see,
okay.
I believe I am meant on this plane to become a god of cleaning, and I'd like to know if maybe you could give me something of sorts to help me on my quest to become a god.
A smile reaches across his face. Do you want to make a deal?
Oh, if it helps me ascend to godhood, I'd most like to hear out your deal.
What specifically are you asking me for?
The god of cleaning.
I mean, I can't necessarily make you a god straight out. That's a different realm of powers. But
Can
do you
give
want
me a
followers?
powerful cleaning artifact?
I could give you a powerful cleaning artifact.
Yes.
What do you have? Or I could give you followers if you'd like followers.
Oh, followers to ascend to myself would be wonderful for a person like me.
As a god, what could I take?
Grendel, I just want to, inform you. Just remember, we've literally just watched an act of this gentleman's, deals go awry for the other gentleman.
What deal?
Were you not listening, friend?
I was tearing up the
Oh,
person
dear.
over there.
Well, look, let me put it this way. The last deal he recently enacted meant that, the giant is now in servitude of, the mighty Zolimar here for the next 100 years. So, maybe be a little careful on what you say next. You know what? Have at it. It's fine.
I'm going to give you something.
Okay.
And what I give you, you can never, ever let it go.
What happens if I let it go?
Then our contract is broken.
What happens if the contract is broken?
I'm going to change the music very quickly. There we go. If the contract is broken, Oh, actually, I'm going to put the right music on. There. Got to put Zolimar's theme on. What do you have that I want?
My cleaning abilities. Duh.
If the contract is broken, you will never be clean again, and everything you touch will become dirty.
That's messed up. You didn't have to hit me there. Well, what is it that thou is giving me?
Be careful.
I'll give you this stone. And he magics the stone out of thin air.
Is the stone shiny?
No, it's dull.
Okay.
What is that? What does that stone do?
It's a stone. I don't have to tell you what it does, but you can never, ever let it out of your possession.
that doesn't sound like a really good deal, see? So I have to always keep it on me. And if I lose it, I can't clean no more. But the stone, I don't even know what the stone does.
But I'll give you followers. I just need you to look after the stone for me.
I'm already doing that. I already have a loyal follower right here. And he points to
Yes.
He's so loyal that I'm giving him my 500 gold.
I'll get you 100 followers.
See, with my lucky friends here, I'm already gaining followers. That Jack kid, he's a follower of mine now too.
That Jack kid?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean this Jack kid, as he reverts into Jack form.
There's no in here. There's this creepy guy, Archfey. He's stupid.
Turns back
looking.
into Zolomar. Oh, I'm creepy, am I?
Oh, Jack, no. Oh, it's so hideous. It's not clean.
This Jack kid, as I then turn into Jack.
No, not you. No.
Yeah,
No,
that's
this
me,
is
you know.
this
I'm
is
Jack.
my this is my bit. This is my you stop that. I will pluck it again. I'll take it again.
Oh no. I revert back and like back away.
Jack, where'd you go? Oh, the loyal follower's gone.
You need to he looks at you actually and he says, "You need to know something." You. I really don't like you.
Not many people do, darling.
But also, I kind of like you. Don't push it too far, but you're on a good path.
Oh, well, I appreciate that very much, coming from the mighty Zolomar.
Are you?
Mighty is indeed the word. Are you sure you don't want to go for this deal? We just have to shake hands.
No.
And then you take the
I'm
stone.
very good. I'm not like Candelaria here. Or not Candelaria. Aurora. She just, I don't know what was going through her head. I don't know why she was so ill knowing of the kind of deal she put us through.
This was a great deal. What are you talking
about? I got nothing out of it. I'm just here on my own free will now.
He chucks the dull stone in the air, clicks his fingers, and it disappears.
Good. Anywho, I don't need your ungodly influence on my life. I'm already on the path of godhood.
You know that pissing off the Seneschal of Silver is a really bad idea, right?
The what?
Me, Zolomar.
Yeah.
Third
you said
son
silver.
of
Silver's
King
must be clean,
Oberon.
and I don't see anything clean on you.
I'm extremely clean.
Yeah.
And he wipes himself down and he just like sparkles like the cleanest thing you ever seen. And he's really shiny right now, Clover.
Did someone say silver?
That's my
Oh,
title,
oh.
yes.
Just say, even though your outwardly appearance might be clean, your inside will never be clean. You have a dirty heart, and I can tell.
I'm gonna think on that.
Good.
Because that deserves the proper response.
Good. I've outwitted the Archfey.
You like clean things a lot, right?
I do. I love clean.
And you hate things to be dirty, right?
Oh, I hate dirtiness. I hate it.
Good.
Good.
He smiles. Turns to the rest of the party.
Oh dear.
Does anyone else want to make a deal?
No, but I do have a question about your previous one.
Yes.
Your deal was to eat the golden egg, right?
Yeah.
What if the giant just killed it? The goose, that is.
Oh, the giant wanted the goose.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was the original deal. It wanted a golden goose. And I said, I'll give you a golden goose, but if I ever manage to get into your house, and I ever manage to reach the egg, and I ever manage to eat the egg, in this case, in a delicious egg sandwich, well then, he has to work for me for 100 years.
And the other question, was it just the shell that's golden, or the yolk and everything inside? Because
Everything's golden. It's a golden egg-laying goose. Even the goose is golden.
Is that even edible?
Is it
Yeah,
shiny?
I just did. And he finishes the sandwich.
And these eggs, are they are they of the shiny variety?
No, it's dull gold. Yes, of course they're shiny.
Interesting. And we
But
can
Clover,
have the goose.
we're taking it by all means. Yes.
Sure, her name's Henrietta.
Henrietta. I have a
She
sister
likes-
called Henrietta.
She likes to eat golden things.
I
So-
like golden things too.
Hay, wheat, I don't know, gold roses, yellow roses. Like, just not actual gold. Like, she's got to be able to eat them. I think, like, nuts, they'll work too. What do you want, Grendel?
Can you give us a starter pack on how to take care of a golden egg-laying goose, please?
You know, if anyone else had asked that question before you just did, I would have said yes.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I don't like you and no, I'm not giving you the starter pack.
May flies over to Grendel, just whispers in his ear. Let's just search the house. I'm sure there's a lot of food for it.
Yeah, probably. Or
Is
maybe I
there a-
ate it all.
If you ate it all, I will make you regret that.
I wouldn't worry too much. I have exactly 117 rations left. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Okay, so just to let you know, the reason that I didn't kind of handle all this with myself, I don't like to dirty my hands with this kind of stuff.
Same.
But you're getting me real close to wanting to punch someone in the face.
You
Sure,
can let out
fine.
your anger, it's okay.
I've never been angered by a centaur before. Huh.
I am what they would call a miracle worker.
At this point, I think Clover's just moving towards the door, sneaking past everyone else.
I think May will actually follow him because she's getting kind of bored by this conversation. Let's call it.
So neither of you want to deal.
I imagine Candelaria is just.
Cool.
so,
And well, you've already got a god, so you don't need a deal. Right, I will be on my way.
I'd like a word, but I was hoping people would go loot because that's what people normally do.
Here
Oh, you
comes
want a
the group.
private word with me? Oh, they always go so well when people do contracts without other people being around. Yes, let's do
That's
this.
doing a contract.
Have a great time, Aurora. I walk up the stairs.
Well, if I'm not here, you know where I'll be.
Come on, my loyal follower. Go.
Okay. Let's go to you. So, we'll change over to a different screen now. We're at Gogmagog's home, but we don't need to be on the combat screen. So, what do you want to talk about?
The contract? It's over?
Yes,
No
you
small letters?
completed it. No.
No, in 100 years' time, if I'm still alive, I have to serve.
No, this was a contract to get another one of my contracts. Like I said, I don't want to dirty my hands doing things. This was
Right.
way more fun. Did you see how that went? For one, you nearly killed him, which I really wasn't expecting. I kind of expected you to all die, but you handled that fight really well.
Well, I mean, I will say it was kind of fun to, have him just stand there and not do anything.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
good
air
job.
elementals were really dumb.
Yeah, they could have woken him up, but no.
This is why you don't trust elementals to do anything. You get Fae, or I don't know, animate things and make them do things. Do that. That's way more fun. Anyway,
Need to
we're
work on
done
my
here.
card
I've got
game
stuff to do.
because- Well, the thing is, look, last night, I'm not sure if I was streaming it or were you actually there?
I was there.
Okay, that's what I thought. However, look, I just feel like I have to extend the offer to let you have an outlet. I know we don't have a contract anymore, but I am heading to Rhinori. And I would.
There would have to be a contract in place, and I do have one.
Can you contact me as your counselor?
No, that won't happen.
Usually
I have
not
something that
happen
needs
then.
to be done, but you're not going to want to do it, and I don't advise you to do it.
Not holding on to any stones or rocks or anything like that.
No, it's something more along the lines of this. Now, we'll cut to the rest of the group. As you guys make your way through Gogmagog's home, we'll skip over too many details, but you find Henrietta, the golden egg-laying goose. You find amongst you, and you can split these as you want, 3 citrines, 3 moonstones, 2 onyx, and 3 star rose quartz, which are all 50 gold piece gems. You find 500 copper pieces, 7,000 silver pieces, 1,600 gold pieces, and 50 platinum pieces. You find a silver stiletto blade bearing intricate grooves that spiral from its tip to its ivory hilt and handle. You receive Narcia. You find silver gauntlets with the golden face of a screaming ogre on the back of each hand. And you find a pitch black ebony bow with a thin white hair-like bowstring. The grip and arrow rest is made of white opal. If anyone would like to make a history check, if you feel like you would know things about bows, or
Bows specifically?
bows, or really kind of older items.
And more than one person do it?
Yeah, if you feel your character would potentially have the kind of historical knowledge to know of artifacts and things.
I feel like with my job role, occasionally I probably took some things. So
I think
maybe
it
I
would
might
make
know a
sense.
brief. I'll roll with disadvantage, maybe?
No, I think you can just roll.
You sure? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And that was history, yeah?
Yeah.
Hope I roll well.
Rendell rolled a
Nice.
6, doesn't know anything of the item. Sebastian Voss also rolls a 6 and knows nothing of the item. Clover rolls a 15. Clover, you will know that this is the legendary bow Whisper.
Whisper.
Whisper. It's an ancient Fey bow that went missing probably about 150 years ago. Apparently, Gogmagog took it, and it's been here this whole time.
Guys, I might look after that one.
Now,
Those gloves you mentioned.
yes.
So they since they're magical, they would fit anyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Silver gauntlets with the golden face of a screaming ogre on the back of each hand.
Yeah, I think May would just try taking them.
Try taking
If
them?
no one else. Huh?
Okay.
What'd you say?
I said try taking them? Okay.
Yeah, we'll try taking them.
I see the stiletto, and it was. Did you say there was an ivory handle? Did you say for the
Yes.
stiletto?
Yes.
I look at that and I go, ooh, fancy. And I just take it. I don't say a thing. Just grab the thing, spin it around,
Cool.
test the weight, and then I'm like,
As you put the gloves on, you instantly feel your power increase dramatically. As long as you wear them, you have a strength of 19.
Well, that doesn't help.
Um,
But they're not cursed or anything. Like I can take them off again if I feel like it.
Who knows?
I will like.
If you try
I
to
will
take them off, you can take them off.
I will try taking them
Regarding
off.
if you're cursed or not, who knows?
Whatever. I will try take them off again.
Cool. Well, what I will say is we're going to go to a break because the party needs to now level up. And Yes, you will see us come pretty much straight back. But whilst we're gone, go and grab yourself a snack, enjoy this break, and we'll find out after the break what is this contract that Zolimar is now potentially offering. Catch you guys in a split second. Bye! Hello, welcome back, everybody! I hope you had a wonderful break. Our fantastic characters leveled up whilst you were away. We're given all their items and kind of dispersed everything. But where we were discussing, or we were about to discuss, what Zolimar's offer of a contract will be. Now, the party has gone and collected everything. I believe that we have Henrietta has been kind of rounded out as well. Zolimar will turn to you and say, I'm not offering this without the rest of your party here. They'll all be involved. You can take it on, but I highly doubt that you'll do it alone. And last time, you didn't want to do it without them knowing, so...
Well, no, but the thing is, if there's a contract, then... today I got Narcia, but what is... Like, could I ask for something? I don't want them to have to be...
You can ask for anything you want.
Yeah, but I don't... If I ask for stuff, then what would they get?
Maybe one of them could take the contract instead, or you could ask for something for all of you. Maybe you can discuss amongst you what you want from this. But remember that failing the contract, the debt will land on you.
I'll hear what the contract is, but... Again, if everyone else is involved, I don't know what they'll say.
Okay. So, we gather everyone up. Everyone has their items. We have the goose. You found some sort of leash for it, at least so far, to get it into this kind of main room area.
I have rope, darling. It'll be fine.
What do you want to handle first? Do you want to handle Henrietta plans, or do you want to hear Zolimar out?
I imagine I'd probably want to be one of the first out of the doors anyway, and I'd see Aurora and Zolimar there, and I'd be like, "Oh, signed your life away already, have we, Aurora? All finished?"
Well, if you care to listen for a second.
Oh, pleasant. And yeah, I'll go and join her.
Okay. We'll say over the next few minutes that everyone else kind of comes out. You've collected everything you can kind of stuff your pockets with from in there. Nothing else really took your fancy or was too big and heavy and cumbersome to bring with you. It is a giant's house after all. You won't want to take this. But if you want to keep me around so much, Aurora, then this is the only way you can do so. At least until you meet me again in Rhinanor.
Right.
There is a hag who lives in the Ventrix swamps. When she was young... I'm going to change the music actually. When she was young, her father abandoned her and her mother, with her mother dying soon after to wild animals who attacked them. This hag then swore that one day she would have a child of her own and raise her with love and kindness. However, she never found a lover, and so instead, as her last resort, she made a deal with King Oberon to grant her a child. The deal had a caveat. The hag could keep the child only until they come of age. Then they would enter servitude unto the Unseelie Court, never to see each other again. Whether she was desperate or whether she thought she could find a way out of the contract, I don't know, but the hag agreed. The child will have come of age 2 seasons ago now, and she has not been passed to us. If you accept, you will collect the child.
I beg your pardon. You want us to snatch a child?
Well, they'll be older now. I don't know. It's up to you whether you can persuade her to follow the deal she was meant to, or whether it will resort to violence like here. But at the end of the day, she made the deal she has to fulfill.
Oh, Petal,
It's
you've asked
not-
the right person.
It's not pleasant business, but it's what's been agreed.
And when you say we don't want to take this deal, is it because you think we're outclassed? Or because it's just an awful thing to do?
Because it's a very awful thing to do. And whoever takes the deal, if you fail, the price is high. If you accept this and you cannot either return the hag's child or slay the hag, then I must take something from you. For the rest of you, I'm not sure yet, but for Aurora, I know what the deal is. You will never feel love for your friends, family. You will feel nothing towards those who could be partners or spouses. For such an important deal, I will take your ability to love. Now, name
You.
your price to accept.
Hmm. Look, you guys are not involved with this. And Sebastian, this is actually something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh dear.
As I
Yes?
heard. No, not this specifically. I didn't know that there was going to be a contract. But a friend of mine, who was also a client, has recently passed away. And I know something foul is up with that, and I want justice for her. Vavia Orcleave?
The name may ring a bell.
You know the Orcleaves. Doesn't matter. I just wanted to ask you what you knew about it. But since we're here, what I wanted from Zolomar is a way to, well, just get justice for her. I don't know what happened, but something needs to be done.
Well, a man of my talents obviously gets around a bit, gets to know one or two people in a city such as this. I may have stumbled across the family that you speak of. Seems like a strange act to me, but I'm certainly, privy to what's going on.
Were you
Zolomar,
saying this loud enough for Zolomar to be able to hear?
Oh, you can join in, my friend. I just flash him a grin.
You want the truth to be revealed for what happened to your friend. I can make that happen.
I want consequences. Whether I can bring it out to truth or put it in front of the court or whatever it is. I don't believe that she was in the wrong.
If you want to know who killed that woman, I can entwine your fates. I can lead you to the path. Her death was not an accident.
No,
She was murdered.
no,
I can
yeah,
tell you
I'm
that
not.
much for free.
Can I insight him?
You can try.
I know he's like really tricksy, but I want to insight to see if I can tell if he did it.
Go for it.
That's what I'm inciting specifically. 20
You
total?
have no idea.
Okay.
He's just
Look.
looking at you.
I don't want you guys to feel the consequences of this, so I can bear the burden. But it does sound like I can't do it alone. But you guys, I have known you for like 2 days, so you don't have to come with. But I will say, I think we made a great team today.
I'm pretty sure the swamps are on the way, if I'm not mistaken.
They would be your next
So?
stop.
So, Aurora, you wish to take such a deal that he would take something away from you. And what was it that you would take away from her again?
Your ability to love.
Oh, that's quite a thing.
This is quite an important deal for us.
What would you take away from me?
I wouldn't take too much from you. 2 things. You would lose your ability to change form,
Oh dear.
and your only form would be his. And I think you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh dear, fuck that. Well, if someone else wishes to take it, by all means. I might help, I might not, we'll see.
What's in it for
Well-
me?
What's in it for you? Well, you have to let me know what you would want. However, if you want to know what the consequences of failure would be, for one, everything you've ever stolen in your life would be returned with the knowledge to the owner of who took it and what you did. Secondly, nothing would appear shiny to you ever again. Everything would be dull. The world would be dull and colorless.
Sorry, Aurora, you're on your own, buddy. I'm out of here.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Well,
I'm hard to
as-
read. He has no idea what he's gonna take from me. I might as well just, go on my way.
I would not make this deal with you. You are not worthy.
Big what?
Of course you bring the dog out then. I said I would not make a deal with you. You're not worthy.
Oh. So, it's not very nice to say.
Candelaria and Finton kind of back off a bit, and they say, "Hey, this isn't really like for me, you know. I've already got a goddess who I'm sorting things out with right now, and I'm not sure that I'm ready for a deal like this. I'm just a small village folk person. I don't think I could."
Well, you know, Aurora, if you need us to help, I'm more than willing to, since it's on the way, and you've been kind to us, but I messed up quite a bit back home before. I'm not willing to take any deals.
I would like to just add one thing. Of course I would.
Go
So,
for it.
you wish to take 2 from me, which means we would get 2 in return, surely.
No,
To make it fair.
I think that my deal is fair.
Very well then. Aurora, good luck.
If you guys are willing to come with free without a contract on yourself, with me being the burden, then I will take the contract. Because to me, it would be sad if I lost my ability to love, but it's not a loss.
Whoa, wait a minute here. Maybe, maybe we should talk about this a little bit. Why exactly do you want to do the contract?
There's There was a woman who was very dear to me, a friend and client, and she recently passed. And I know in my heart that it wasn't because of, well, what everybody says happened. Something foul is going on, and I don't know who to point fingers at, but that partner of hers, he is a cheating little bastard.
What's
And
his name?
I don't remember. She told me some time ago. I never got a name.
Oh,
He's the what's the word I'm looking for? The patriarch of the Oakleaf family.
That's him.
okay. So why can't we find the answer without taking a deal? I have a lot of faith in our group, and I don't think we. No offense to you, Artsfey, not at all, but I don't think we need to take a contract to figure this mystery out.
If you take the contract, I can ensure that your fates will entwine.
I'm
You
more
will find the answers you're looking for.
I'm more concerned about why haven't you done this yourself?
He's already said, and I'll save you from repeating yourself. He doesn't like to dirty his hands. He's very similar to myself, to be honest. But, man's got to eat.
Well, the last
Yes.
time we ended up fighting a giant, so
Well,
His
I'm
ass,
making
though.
it very clear what you would be up against this time. This hag, she is. The benefit that you would have initially is you would have surprise on your side. She wouldn't know that we have a contract. And she's obviously become overconfident, forgetful, I don't know, in the years it's been that child has grown. If I stumbled up upon that area, then she's probably just gonna disappear the girl, and I don't really get what I want.
What's the girl's name? This could be helpful. Do you know?
Well, while we at it,
I'm
what's
not
the nature
going
of that
to
child?
tell you that. Does anyone want to make an insight check? Actually, I'll say the one person who can make an insight check there is the one person who's already kind of looking at things. Do you want to make a check, please, Sebastian?
Yes?
Make it. It's insight or perception, your choice.
They're both the same for me. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just go for another insight roll because that's what I was doing originally. So I'm trying to suss him out still. Is it advantage?
No.
Nope. Okay. Nope. Never mind.
You don't see who they dart to, but his eyes look at someone else for the briefest of moments in this group.
Do I have a rough idea of like what direction? So I know it's like it could be potentially a couple of people.
Aurora was very on the most side to him. He looked somewhere left. You don't know. It's someone in the group. You don't know who. No one else catches it. I won't be revealing that information. That's not part of this story.
So just to clarify things for my dear friend Aurora here, you want us to snatch the child of a hag so that she would be in servitude of your father, correct?
Correct.
And in return, you will guide our path to the whereabouts of the person that murdered my dear friend's mother.
Correct.
Right.
I will ensure that your fates will entwine and that you will reach your answers. In return, you will ensure that the deal is complete.
And just to confirm, because I know you're very particular with words, What exactly do we need to do?
I will be extremely explicit here. You need to ensure that the girl is returned to King Oberon, which would involve you going there, making either persuading the hag to hand the girl over, killing the hag and leaving the girl defenseless, but making sure that, you know, she doesn't escape into somewhere and you lose her. And then, well, Aurora could probably quite easily call out to me. I can arrive and I can take the girl. Just as
Perfect
I took
deal.
Gogmagog.
I put my hand out.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Pause on the play. Technical foul. Defense. Anywho, why exactly is Aurora? I know she has reasons, like personal reasons, but why exactly we have to make a deal with Zolimar of all people?
Because he can give us the, well, he can give me the insight that I'm seeking. No one else is going
And
to.
to clarify once again, if you accept this, and you cannot either return the hag's child alive,
Ah, and that's where I thought you'd slipped up. You're learning, Zolimar, you're learning.
or slay the hag and then return the child alive, then I must take something from you.
That's
For
a
such an
no-go from me.
important deal.
I don't think all of us have anything we want to lose. Aurora, I understand that you really care about this person, but if you lose your reason to love, then would you, after accepting the deal, care about completing the quest to the standard? Because now you don't care about what you're trying to fix.
She won't lose her ability to love until it's sufficiently obvious that you've failed. In other words, I will give you 4 days to complete this.
4 days? Oh, God.
It would take no more than 2 days to reach the hag's hut. She has it well hidden. I haven't been able to find it myself. I haven't looked too hard, but it's somewhere in the swamps.
Yeah, I've been so confused.
Look, Aurora, I have a track record for doing this sort of deal, let's say. I may have taken a few individuals in my time. How do I put this? I'm a bounty hunter of sorts. Taking someone alive is quite easy, but I will say, taking them dead is much easier.
What happens if they're revived? Does that count?
Ooh. The technicalities!
We have a cleric who has diamonds now.
Well, let's not maybe tell Zolimar that to his face, but look,
He can bring them out of thin air. I don't think a diamond's gonna make him raise an eyebrow, is it?
the stipulation was for her to be alive and given
Yes.
to Zolimar. Alive.
Right?
Alive.
Well, let's not chance the child dying if we are taking this.
Okay, look. I know what I want to do. I think for you guys, you need to decide if you are on board or not. I appreciate the help in the formulation of words and making it as clear as possible. We didn't know she had to be alive 5 minutes ago. Now we do. Anything else?
I'm with you for the ride. It sounds like a delightful experience.
I don't know
He
if I
summons a
really want to.
contract.
I really don't know if I want to fight an old hag. She sounds pretty scary, and I'll be real with you guys. I'm not the.
Grendel, you have heard the rumors of hag huts, right?
know, but I don't want to go in there in the first place.
I've heard they are truly a mess.
Yes, but there's the swamps. So I can't go in the swamps. It's too dirty and it's so muddy, and I can't go in there.
Think of the swamp as nature, and
Yeah.
nature needs to enact its course, and a hag would be interrupting with nature, therefore causing a mess for the ecosystem.
You know that
we
there
have
is.
to go through after.
You know
either
that
way.
there's no way to get to Rhinanori from here without going through the swamp, right?
Journey over. We failed, guys. I think it's time we turn around and go home.
I wonder
These are
what the
rubber
Dream Strider would take from you for failing this. That's
Oh.
really interesting.
Don't bring up. Wait.
Because you all
I
agreed
was
to complete this quest, correct?
I was kind of just
What,
told to do it.
what quest would that be? I'd like to point out Zolomar.
The quest that you told me about last time, the Terra Crescentia.
I did not say any such a thing. Who's
Mm,
telling?
When we saved you from the jail. Well, when they saved
Well,
you from the jail.
I was a little startled at the point. Did somebody tell this man that we were doing such a thing? I've never heard of it. What was it called? A beer of Brabentia?
Why are you playing dumb?
Playing dumb? What a preposterous notion.
Do you want to forget about it for real?
Forget about what?
Okay. And he walks towards you with his hand out.
I technically don't know that this happened before, so I would know
No,
what this is.
no. You know that it happened. You just don't remember what was taken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're aware that it happened.
Okay. Then I take a step back.
Are we going to stop playing games now? I don't have too much more time for games.
Aurora, are you signing this contract?
Aurora actually has a quill in her backpack. 'Cause
I mean, a
keep it-
handshake will do, but this is a little bit more formal.
Oh,
He lays it down, gestures to you to sign.
this
I-
this Zolomar fellow, he makes deals like I collect shiny trinkets. You know, I'm always up for a challenge. Just promise me it's not a Harengon brain scheme, and we'll have a deal.
I'm not the one making promises.
I've told you all the information you need to complete this. Whether it's something that you have the ability for, I don't know. But the clock's ticking.
Can I just like
He
actually
summons.
scan this?
He summons like a pocket watch.
Yeah, can I actually scan what it says this time instead of like last time when I didn't look where I was signing things? Does it say what it's supposed to say?
Yeah, it says what you guys have agreed on.
Is the pocket watch shiny?
Yeah, of course the pocket watch is shiny.
You know what? On second thought, Zolmar, I quite like your timepiece right there, buddy. Aurora, I'm in, if that's on the table.
Okay, it's on the table.
I grabbed the quill from Aurora.
It's your person! No,
No, just so you actually know he doesn't stop you.
And I'm like I'm wrestling for it, I would say. At this stage.
You'll never be able to pick up a shiny thing again.
Have you seen how shiny his watch is?
Yeah, but there's many more like that.
Just imagine how dazzling the quest is gonna be. Full of extra shiny surprises.
Think about this. You know, use the brain. Look at the clock, it's ticking.
I'm looking at that clock. Oh, yeah.
But, ooh, look, it's so shiny. She
And it's
signs it,
ticking.
or she tries to sign it.
You
He will
sign
let
it.
me. If I'm not wrestling.
I imagine you probably won because it's yours. I'm not going to steal it from you. I've been told to keep my hands off stealing things, so.
Zolomar takes it, signs it himself. magics up a table, places the watch on the table, takes the watch on the off the table, and pockets it. Well, that's my part of the deal done. You said the watch would be on the table. Also, if it helps, if he'd signed it, then it still would have been, the contract said, your love. It nothing to do with him. So good job for signing it. Thank you. You have 4 days.
I'm sure I'll see you in between.
He winks and disappears out and leaves the table.
Oh, I get it. He signed the cop, but he always said the watch on the table. Oh, that's a good one. That's very funny. Yeah, I like that one.
Well,
You said it's on the table, and he put it on the table.
I guess we've got a job on our hands.
Yeah,
Another
you guys
job.
too. You guys.
By the way, why the hell are we telling an archfey about this goddamn tear? Who did this?
Who did what?
This is a, covert operation that we're currently enacted to do on behalf of the Dreamstrider. And one of you, while I was in a stupor because of this goddamn cage I was in, has revealed all
Well,
to him.
if it makes you feel any better, I haven't really talked to him that much. Me and him on a need-to talk basis, so I wouldn't have told him anything. I don't even know what we're doing on this mission.
As far as I'm aware, we should not be revealing that sort of information. That's quite confidential information from the Dreamstrider.
I still
We
don't
were
even know what the confidential
hand-selecting.
information is.
It could be my fault. I don't remember telling him at
Aurora,
No, I don't. He said
you
he
are
was
a
told.
counselor. You should know better. Your sort of job line is required for you to keep confidential information kept to yourself.
He said himself, if you would have let me finish, by all means, that he was told when we rescued you. I didn't tell him then.
Well, what are the dickens? Who told him?
I still don't know the guy.
None
I
of
don't
us?
even know the mission we're on.
Finton and Candelaria are shrugging as well. No
Could
one
I-
seems to quite remember.
Possibly rack the brain to see if someone I know told him in such a conversation. I
Does
say
anyone
to
genuinely
the-
remember?
the camera.
Does anyone
remember.
genuinely remember?
I remember a different conversation, but not when we rescued Sebastian.
Yes, at a camp.
So,
It was briefly mentioned at the Sebastian rescuing camp, and then he got very angry.
Because I wasn't actually there for the session. Could I roll like an intelligence to see if I know?
Go for it!
Okay, thank you. Flat intelligence. Babushka!
You don't remember.
Okay, cool.
I will raggle my brain real quick.
You don't
Oh.
need to raggle your brain, you were there.
there.
If you can't
You were literally
remember,
there.
you can't remember.
Yeah, I was raging somewhere off.
God
Again,
damn it.
I would like to reiterate, I don't even know what our mission is to begin with. So there is no possible way I could have told him what we're doing, because I don't know.
I just remember him being really angry at me because I wanted all these shiny things.
Yes, he seems the type, but
I would like to say it's between
Speaking.
Aurora, Clover, or May Wintersprite.
well, I assume Finton and Miss Periwinkle were there too.
Yeah, but me and
Look, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's already happened. We're aware of this.
Yeah.
I would just maybe refrain from telling anyone else of such an important mission going forwards. Otherwise,
right.
it's not me that you have to worry about, trust me. It may be the Dreamstrider herself.
Can I now ask what's
Aurora?
the mission we're on?
I can't
Do you
tell
want
you
to
that.
make me
What the hell?
an insight check? Just make an insight check for me. You need a nat 20.
25 is not a nat 20.
25 is unfortunately not a nat 20. It was a good roll, but it's not a nat 20.
Very good roll.
Yeah.
Do I know what I'm inciting or?
All you think back to is, if no one did tell him that, why would he cover for the time that you told him?
Okay. Here's the thing. There could be two theories here. One, he's been in my head ever since I signed that damn contract in the first place, and I'm pretty sure he can hear and see what I hear and see. So
I can't
he
hear and
could've-
see anything. Don't be silly.
Okay, well, he's in my head right now. So he could have easily and would have easily overheard us, regardless, in any conversation we've had. So beware if you talk to me, he can hear and see you. Just thought of that. Secondly, he did visit me in a dream, but I thought I was dreaming. But apparently it was real. We talked about it in my dream. But I didn't necessarily know he was really there.
Oh, great.
Well, if we don't get this hag child problem sorted, there'll be two very strong, powerful Fays very angry with you. So I suggest we get our best foot forward and press on.
About that, I think I heard someone way back in the city that I need to go and clean. I
I
might have
didn't.
to go.
Did
Oh, I
anybody
did.
else, did I?
It was in my head. I heard it like Aurora. I had people visiting in my dream as well. And
You hear in
Oh,
your
actually-
head.
Actually,
Aurora.
Grendel does hear something in his head. It's kind of like a staticky wind noise, basically.
But what would we tell? What would we tell Jack?
tell Jack I have to go back to the realm I came from and
Why don't you tell him
explain-
yourself? Hey, it's me,
Oh.
Jack.
Oh, Jack, oh, you're here, my good boy. Listen, do you ever meet this archfey? Don't be like Aurora and sign the contract. Don't do it. It's dumb. It makes no sense, and you're just trapping yourself in a hole.
Grendel, you hear in your voice a voice very similar to Aurora's, but trying to put on an accent. This is Jasper, the previous god of cleaning. I need you to continue your mission.
No, just check if I
Yeah,
Yeah.
insight check that one.
insight. I'll insight that. A 10.
What am I doing? Deception,
Deception.
performance? Either it works for me.
I'm gonna say either, but with disadvantage, because you already said that it sounds like relatively quite like you.
Well, I think, right, that's how message works, right? It's their voice. So
Yeah.
if I'm having to put on an accent, it would be Aurora putting on an accent in his voice.
Yeah. And
In
you
my-
kind of
in
made it
his
clear
head.
it wasn't very good, so it's with disadvantage.
I mean, of course, fairy voice versus some god.
Exactly, so it's with disadvantage.
I'm not arguing, I'm just saying, like, yeah.
no, it's fine, it's fine.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Well, it's a 15 or a 31.
You believe it's either a 15 or a nat 20. Unfortunately, it's with disadvantage, so it is the 15. But Grendel rolled a 10. So Grendel, the previous god of cleaning, Jasper, has just spoken to you in your head.
Jasper, I hear you. I hear you.
You say
my
this
good
out
friend.
loud or in your head?
Yeah, out loud.
Okay, cool.
I hear you. I hear you, my god. Previous god, 'cause I'm taking your spot now. I will continue this mission, and I will ensure the cleanliness of the world in our name.
I'd just like to say, mate, the name's Jack, not
Not
Jasper.
you, Jack. Not right now. Not
Oh,
right now.
right. Well, I'm giving up
Finton
on
puts
this.
his arm round you and goes, my friend, you have also heard the call of the gods. Let us talk religion together. What?
Oh, it's Fenton. Oh, I was so
Yeah.
confused. I was like, what?
Turned into a pirate.
Yeah.
It's like, yar!
Oh, Benton, does your goddess believe in cleaning?
Well, she believes in love and beauty, so yes, me matey.
Oh, tell her I will devote my cleaning to her beauty. In the name of her.
Benton quickly grabs his sword, pulls like a face, goes, "Sure, I'll let her know."
Oh, to clean.
Clean.
Yes, let's.
He squints
let's go.
again, looks at the sword, and goes,
Oh goodness. Yeah, this is taking a turn.
On the
I'm gonna have a
note
quick
of things
word with-
taking a turn, Clover, you're reminded of something by all this talk of deals and jobs to do. You have a job to do of your own. Samantha O'Shale still needs to have her package delivered from Thulu the Jackdaw.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go talk to the bird. And I sort of walk over towards Henrietta.
For some reason, I forgot about Henrietta. I genuinely thought you were going to go over and talk to one of the dead giant eagles and just try and talk to him. I can't speak with dead. Caw-caw.
I will cast Speak with Animals. Which I have.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll cast that. So yeah.
You can.
Cool.
Oh, this lot sure do talk.
Sorry, the accent's got me. Okay.
Look at this
Yeah.
one coming over. Oh,
Yeah,
you
these
can
guys talk
to
a
me.
lot. Yeah, let's just say I spent a lot of time with birds.
Huh.
Yeah,
I'm a bird.
that's what they say. Apparently, you're quite popular.
Oh, well, now you're flattering me.
Can I see whether that's had a very positive sort of impact, the sort of flattery aspect?
Sure, roll an insight.
Cool. I'll just do a quick 14.
Flattery works on this goose.
Okay. And honestly, I've really got a thing for things that are shiny.
Oh, mister.
And everybody goes on about these eggs that you lay, but what's really beautiful is that shiny coat of yours, those feathers.
No one ever compliments me. They always compliment my eggs. But, oh, you're so kind, sir.
But
You're also very handsome.
oh, that's oh, you caught me off guard with that. That's
She walks over and she kind of like how a grandma would pinch your cheek. She attempts to do that with her wing. Clearly can't, doesn't have fingers, but she kind of puts out. To everyone else, it just looks like this bird's just gone. It's just kind of like wiping its wing on his face.
Oh, you're so forward. I must say, I can't help but notice that there wasn't too many things happening in the house anymore. If you're interested, we may have more exciting things out with us, and
Are
we can
you
have
asking me
conversation.
out on a date?
In a way.
Oh, it's been a long while since I've been asked out on a date. I keep messing up this accent, jeez.
Well, full transparency, gotta say, I'm already sort of entangled elsewhere, but that doesn't mean I can't appreciate a good set of feathers.
Oh, you're quite the ladies' man, aren't you? Well, go on then, since you've been so flattering. I can't get this accent right. Flattering to me.
Thanks. Well, welcome to the group. I'd introduce you, but they don't speak the tongue, you know? Honk.
I do like the tongue. And she puts her wing out, takes your hand, and just holds your hand like with her wing.
Oh god.
You started off flirting with the freaking bird, dude.
I know, it's my own fault. I know. Anything for the shiny golden eggs.
I like to think I just see, the god speak behind me. I see Aurora just sign the fact that, like, her love's going away for this hag. I see the whole timepiece conversation, and then I see Clover flirting with a goose that's stroking his face with her wing.
Flirting with a goose in honk.
Yeah.
Clover is honking
I can't understand
at
it,
this
yeah.
goose.
And then I just look at May, and I'm just like, well, we're fucked. And I just turn around and just start leaving. I just start walking out of the place. I'm done. I'm gone.
Candelaria looks up and says, "Are we going?" And just kind of...
Hopefully. I just
Well,
walk
alright.
out.
Honestly, May will actually
One thing before you
Follow.
leave that occurs
Yes.
to you. In this building, you've been in this place a while now. You've been in one place for a while, but you appear to have felt no ill effects. Someone want to make me an insight check, a perception check, anything that you want to make, and I will give you an answer depending on basically what you are.
my passive investigation doesn't do nothing for that, is it?
No, but you can roll investigation. That would work.
Nah.
Actually, what's your passive
you said
investigation?
insight? 16.
No, you get it actually straight up. You think that maybe as someone has lived here, this lodge might be a safe haven from the effects of the sojourning summits.
I will relay that to the rest of the party. That seems like, yeah, since we've been here a while, since we've been here a while, and nothing bad happened, it seems like this is like safe.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm a little bit knackered. If you guys want to grab a quick rest or something before we continue, I'd be up for it.
I can, what time of day is it?
I would just like to point out, we have literally 4 days.
It will take...
I'm
Zolimar
dead.
said it will take you two days to get there.
Yes, and that's as long as we don't get lost in these mountains.
We do have blessings to get through.
Do you focus on the blessings again?
If we are about to leave, yes.
We
But
could,
if everyone wants to rest,
we could certainly rest, but I just worry that, your love of things will soon perish.
I can help us. We can do a cat nap.
What do you mean by catnap? I don't like cats.
I can cast a spell for some of us to have catnap, like a short rest.
A short. That's literally what this past hour or so has been, no?
Yeah, but do you feel rested?
No, I'm watching a goose and a Haringan flirt in honks. Why is
Well-
it stroking his face?
Henrietta's a lovely bird. She's honestly beautiful. I wanted to say quickly though,
Honk.
I was wondering whether you guys are okay to keep going. I'm fine. I didn't get a scratch on me.
I did take a little bit of a pain about
It's,
that.
it's quite late in the day, you feel.
I say, how do we know how long it'll take us to get out of the mountain? Like out of the.
Well, that's.
You feel when you get out the mountain, it would be definitely nightfall. So, if once you're out the mountain, and if you can find a place to sleep quite quickly, then you should be fine. If not, then it might be pushing things a little bit.
How about this? How about we rest here for the night? We hold up in here, a safe haven, and then early in the morning we get up and we go.
Sure.
I think that's the safest thing we can do.
I guess we've been through quite a bit of a thing here, so sure. Let's
Look,
rest.
before we make this decision, I will stay here if we must, but there's one stipulation. If an eagle comes to roost or nest here,
I'll
you
kill it.
kill it and not let it anywhere near me. Do you understand?
I'll kill it, and in the morning you'll have a nice breakfast.
Oh yes, I wish to eat it. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll protect you.
Well,
Sebastian.
let's just steady on. I didn't need protection per se, just to drive the vile critters off.
And May will actually sit down next to Sebastian, just makes herself comfy and start meditating because
Grindel
she's-
will.
You have to
her
hug.
social energies are depleted.
So, are you guys setting up here for the evening?
Yeah, I'll just walk over to the doors and I'll close them. And what I'll do, I'll take my extra axe I've had, and I'll slide it through the handles of the door and just kind of hold it there.
Very fair, very fair. You guys set up for the night. Is anyone going to keep watch, or do you feel kind
I
of
will.
fine? Cool.
I got it.
Grendel?
I'll stay up. for a bit.
Anyone else going to join Grendel and watch? Cool. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna join. I was gonna ask if I can spend some time looking for a key to the door, if there is a lock on the door.
Yeah, you can look for a key to the door. Make me an investigation check.
Wait, you wish to lock a door?
No. I just want a key.
Fine.
You want to own the place?
It's like a
Fine.
holiday
Like-
home.
Yeah, why not? It's Didn't I find-
This is great. Yeah, go for it. Look
Well,
for a
it's
key.
a fine home
I
in the
don't know
mountains.
how much time I'm allowed to spend. What am I rolling?
Just roll me an investigation check. This will take you half an hour.
21.
You just pass it. You look in all the obvious places that you'd think someone would keep a spare key first, because it instantly clocks with you that Gogmagog probably had a key on him, but there must be a spare key somewhere.
Yeah.
And you look in all the obvious places where someone would keep a spare key, and they're not there. And then you think, where would a giant keep a spare key? And you fly up to like a little kind of nook and cranny, like above the door. And there you find it, a pretty big, probably around the size of your hand, maybe like this much of your arm kind of thing. But you do find the key to this house.
Cool. I mean, I know the door
Add it
is
to
already
your-
locked.
Add Gogmagog's lodge key to your inventory.
Thank you.
Cool. You guys settle down for the night. Does anyone want to do anything before they sleep?
I lock the door with a new dagger. Once I've attuned to it, obviously, but
Yeah, that's fine. I'm assuming all of you kind of attune to your items
Yeah.
over the evening.
I just
Yeah.
stick it in the keyhole, it locks, and then I put the dagger away.
May would just take the gloves and put them near Grendel, so whoever wants to pick them up, like she doesn't have use for it.
Candelaria looks over at the gloves and says, "It's up to you, Grendel.
No, you can take it. It's
You
fine.
want little old me to take the gloves?
You take the gloves. You've been proven to be a warrior.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Grendel." And she comes over and she gives you a great big hug. And she's a nice, soft, warm bunny, just like you always thought a nice, soft, warm bunny would hug.
Yeah.
You guys are feeling kind of a friendship bonding between you two. And Candelaria puts the gloves on.
Okay.
I think that Clover would set up sort of like little nest area for Henrietta and really like try to go a bit overboard, making it feel homey. And then whilst attuning to his bow named Whisper and not really knowing where to start, he just begins his evening whispering to the thing. Probably looking a bit stupid, but yeah.
I'm just adding this to Lan's sheet.
I will say, I think her strength's higher than what the gloves give you. Just
It
wanna
is,
point out.
actually, yeah. So, Grendel, do you want them? Because she
I
puts
have
them
no one
on.
else can.
She puts them on and goes, I don't feel anything.
Oh, don't worry, I'll hold on to those for you,
Okay.
and I'll
And
put
she
them
gives you
on.
the
I
flashback.
guess.
Yeah. I didn't realize she was so
Uh,
strong.
Do you have the thing where I can just drag it on, or?
I'll sort it out after the session.
Alright, that's fine.
So,
And I roll perception for my watch.
yeah, well, but before you get to your watch, everyone kind of beds down for the evening. I'll say if Aurora wants to dream, if she has anything that she wants to do in a dream, she can. She does have the ability to weave and sculpt dreams. You don't see any eagles come into the place, but they are cawing throughout the night. I would like everyone to make me a con save, please. Sebastian, can you please roll it with disadvantage? Originally, you were just going to automatically fail. That's what I had in the notes, but because you clocked on about the eagles, I'll say you're kind of a little bit more
I
prepared.
got a 5.
Why I wanted to leave as soon as possible. So I kept going, can we go? Yeah, cool. Con save, was it?
Con save with disadvantage.
Oh, can't save. Oh no, I have done it.
Not the worst
Should
for
roll
a
better
flat
than
roll.
me.
Sebastian, you just pass.
Yeah.
Grendel,
Oh, God.
you pass. Clover, you pass. I'll roll for. Actually, because if you guys have got the sheets up, can I get a roll for Finton and a roll for Candelaria as well, please? You rolled a con save anyway. You're fine, Clover.
No, that should be.
Oh, it's the other
Oh
sheet.
wait, bear with me 1 second. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah, no.
19.
19. Okay, she's fine. Do you want to roll one for for Finton, Onion?
Already done. 7.
That was rolled as you though.
Yep.
So it's not his con
Wait.
save.
No, that's his con save.
No, this is con save. It's his
Oh, it's-
numbers.
Yeah.
That's weird. It's
I have a
showing-
0. I have a 0. He has a 1.
Oh,
Like the
got you.
one that Paddy
Yep.
did earlier was also already
Yeah,
in
so-
areas.
Okay, so they both fail. The rolls have just come up weird. May, you fail, and Aurora, you fail. You guys will only gain the benefit of a short rest for this evening.
That's okay.
So we're not exhausted? Or do
Not
you
going to give you
gain-
exhaustion, but it's not a long
Okay.
rest.
I didn't need it anyway. Lucky me.
So they don't recover spell slots.
They do not.
Ooh,
Oh,
Do
I
I-
don't get the fairy fire back. Mm.
Do we get... I assume we get our level up spells, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You get the things you get from a level up, so.
It's
Aurora,
me.
is there anything you want to do in terms of dreams?
Aurora would, I think, imagine that same waterfall that she was on the other night.
Okay.
Spend some
You-
time throwing rocks. See if anything happens. If it doesn't, then... Well, I mean, if nothing happens, she'll probably ponder about her friend a little bit.
You sit there for probably what feels like maybe an hour or so, throwing rocks, almost feeling ready to give up. And suddenly, you hear a couple of splashes from you, as though someone's walking through the water. And there, Zolomar sits down next to you. Is this where we're always going to meet from now on? That's a little bit corny. Like, you could sculpt anything in dreams. And you just came back here?
Oh, it felt like the right place. But I mean, like, look, and she snaps her fingers, and we're at the edge of a cliff, like a canyon, instead of the waterfall.
Oh, this is much cooler. I like this.
Yeah, I mean, we can sit anywhere. It's I felt the need to throw some rocks. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's been a long one. You've signed a pretty heavy contract.
Yeah, I know.
This
But
is really important to us.
us?
Yeah,
Who's us?
I represent my father. This is a contract directly from King Oberon himself. I'm his
Right.
seneschal. I carry out the day to day, but this is coming from him. It was a deal made with him that needs to be seen to fulfillment.
Can I ask, out of all the things you could possibly take from me, you take the one thing that, yeah, I agree, it's probably the obvious thing to take away from me, but is it because you want to feel what it's like to love?
No, I did think of taking it so that I would have it, but it would be gone. It would be absent.
Why?
I didn't feel right taking it for myself. And the thing is, you couldn't really answer my questions the other night.
What happiness is?
Yeah. I wanted you to. Even if you keep this ability, I think you'll cherish people more, knowing how close you could have been to losing it. And also, you're probably going to get this done now.
Well, look, my friend is very important to me. She wasn't just a client, but I I hoped that by signing away the ability to love, and I realized that this is not something I ever asked, but I was hoping that if you took it, that if I lost it, it at least went to someone else to experience it, because I think you need it.
Ouch! You need that.
You don't know what you're missing.
No, I don't, but I could find love if I wanted to.
Do you want to make a bet?
Nice try.
Entertain me.
I think we've already got enough bets going on at the moment. Maybe for your next contract.
I'll be waiting 100 years. I'm mortal, remember?
Time moves differently over here.
Sure.
And who knows? There could be other ways we could make a more permanent deal.
Permanent deal?
Yeah.
You want me to just permanently do the dirty work?
No, it's not like that. I don't have many, because it's not something I'm particularly interested in. I prefer short-term contracts to the big, long-term things that other Archfey are so interested in. I get bored. However, there have been a few beings in the past who've taken me as their patron. And in return, I have given them powers in return for long-term things from them.
Oh, okay. And what would the long-term thing be that you take from me?
I don't know yet.
I'd be pretty boring if I didn't love, like just like a flat fairy. I don't think you would want me as a. What do you?
I mean, one of them, for example, I take one of his memories every year.
Oh, sorry.
Whichever one I want. Whichever one I think is most interesting. And I can experience it again and again and again. And he agrees to that because he wants the power.
Make you feel any type of way? Experiencing memories?
I mean, they're... I'll be honest, most of his are pretty dull at the moment, but he's had some good ones in the past. It's like going to a play for mortals, I guess.
Can I share a memory with you without losing it?
Maybe another time. Anyway, the sun's coming up soon, and I have places to be, meetings to conduct, contracts to get signed. Rest well, and make sure you're... Is that Eagle's Kine? Did you stay here?
I got
Interesting
the key.
choice.
My house
You took
now.
the... In 100 years, that's going to be a really interesting situation. But until then, have fun. Actually,
Why
I
not?
need to go and see him. Right, I'll see you later. Bye! And he just disappears.
Yeah. No.
You don't have a particularly restful sleep after that, with the coring and everything.
Yep.
But as you guys awake the next morning, Candelaria appears to have had very little rest when she awakens the next morning, and something appears to be troubling her. While Finton seems deep in thought and keeps a thoughtful hand on his sword. As for the rest of you, good morning, sleepyheads. What's the plan?
Okay, so, how'd you sleep, Henrietta? All good?
Oh.
Is Henrietta
Sorry,
okay?
I slowed down for a second.
I'd also like to point out, surely Speak of Animals is no longer up
No,
either, right?
100%
okay.
no.
No. Yeah, cool. Honk, honk.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
All right, Sebastian, I believe you were very keen to get out of here, given all the, feathery folk up there.
You look towards the still closed tent as you just hear, "Yes, I'll be out in a..." "Oh, fuck. Yes, I'll be out in a moment." As I think from inside the tent, I took on the appearance of him when I woke up in the morning, and because it's been on his mind, as he awakes, his instinct is that it just turns into his form, and that's why the accent was slightly different. But you wouldn't have seen anything like that. But as an audience viewer, that's something that happens for a brief moment, and then panic, and then he switches back and comes out as Sebastian.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Throat gets a
Would,
little groggy in the morning.
Would May pick up on that, since she was like, she said she wanted to stay close to his tent and rest?
Yeah,
Would
you'll pick up that something was off with his voice, but
Hmm.
I don't think you'd really have the context to know.
Yeah.
You'd probably also know when I'm not in this form. My voice does change when I'm in different forms, so I'd definitely not be in the form that you're used to seeing when I probably
It didn't
spoke.
sound like Mildred.
It didn't.
Well, May has known Sebastian before, but she probably hasn't heard that particular voice before.
No, you won't have heard that voice before.
I've seen Sebastian in his original form.
You have?
Shortly. Is this something I would recognize?
You don't see me. You see me as Sebastian, the normal,
Yeah.
normal as in elven gentleman form. The voice that you heard wasn't the one that you heard when I was in my other form.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but as I step out, yes, ready for the day.
You doing all right?
All right, half
Sebastian?
left. I'm doing fine.
Ah!
Well, you didn't sound very fine, but
Yes, well,
I guess we'll explore that another
a
time.
lot on my mind, Zolomar appearing and all of these deals and such, you know.
Very exciting time for you, isn't it?
Oh, yes, thrilling! Yes, can we get away from these pesky, feathery fucks?
Clover would like to try the front door, like immediately, trying to get a glimpse of like the sun.
There is an axe in there.
There's an axe.
There's an axe barring the door that Grendel put there yesterday.
Guys, we're locked in.
Oh,
I'm
it's
panicking.
fine. It's okay, it's okay.
Do you want to remove the axe?
No, I just panic.
Okay.
It'll be okay, Clover. We can get out of here in just a moment. Just pack our things up and ready to go.
Yeah, May will just go through with her morning routine and stretch and wash up and have her usual meditation and maybe give a little prayer to Saloon, because she, the fight went very well.
Saloon is getting further away now as the sun rises and the moon sets, but you feel like your prayer is heard.
Grendel, how was the watch, buddy? How'd you do last night?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
nothing really happened. It's none of the birds came in.
Just sitting
It's like
here.
it's like I said, none of the eagles came in. You just heard them.
Yeah, just sitting here. Deep in thought, that's all.
Cool. I've been meaning to ask, actually. Remember that time I lent you that thing to keep you protected in the dark?
Oh,
You still using
yeah.
that?
No, I don't know what happened to it.
What?
We were in that forest, and I pulled it out.
Deception and insight, respectively, please.
Is this an open conversation
Yeah.
Looks like-
with the whole camp? I'll just look at Grendel.
To be whispering.
Yeah, I'll do a little insight while I'm just like.
Oh, I mean, I don't think you need to because Grendel rolled a 15 and Clover rolled a 23.
Oh, I don't realize.
And Sebastian, you're like, huh, he really doesn't know what happened to it. That's so strange.
I lost it in the forest. I was so scared and accidentally tossed it. And
He didn't lose it in the forest and he didn't toss it.
Okay. I think Clover would sort of like kind of respect him for trying to deceive him because he's done this before way too many times.
I see. All right. No worries, Grendel. Puzzles.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Indeed, you guys are on a crazy quest and all, and I'm just here cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
crazy.
You were definitely hired for this actual job, though, right?
I was asked to go. I wasn't hired. I was asked to, because listen. Okay, hear me out. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of insight. Okay, I originally was found by my good friend that introduced you guys to me.
Which was?
Oh, well, let me check something. real
Lord
quick.
Fenistil.
Yeah, Lord Fenistil.
You bully onion.
Yeah.
I also didn't know who it was, in all fairness.
Lord Fenistil, brother of the
Lord
Dreamstrider.
Fenistil.
The light dancer, of course.
Yeah. One day he was attacked outside of that tavern by a group of bandits. And I went out there and helped him. I protected him from them. So when he saw how skilled I was, when angry, he asked me to help you guys on this quest.
You
Speaking of
guys, those of you who work in the Dreamstriders Court will know the story of when the previous main kind of group of thugs in the city basically tried to take out Lord Fenistil one night, failed. This new commoner beat the ever-living crap out of them. And then he returns back to his tavern where he works, find that the same group of thugs has made a mess, and he goes and basically takes out the entire group of thugs in the city out in one go. He's actually the reason why Thulu is now in the position he's in, because there was a power vacuum made by how many people he quite literally took out. Like, Thulu was always around, but now Thulu's, like, in charge.
Speaking of axe, is that your axe blocking the door?
Yes. We put it in there to make sure no one could get in, so you guys can sleep safely.
Let's not forget it like the trinket I gave you in the forest to make sure you pick it up this time. Yeah?
Well, if I can find it, sure.
Okay, cool.
And I'll just go off.
Hey, Grendel,
Yeah.
you found it. It's in the door.
My axe? Yeah.
You found it. It's in the
Yeah,
door.
I know. But yes.
Also, we don't need the axe, but good work, Fuzzles. Great job.
It doesn't matter. And I just pull out the axe and I put it back where it usually goes.
Do you try to open the door?
No, I'll keep it closed until
Okay.
they're ready.
Clover, do you try to open the door?
I do.
The door's
Is
still
it-
locked.
Guys, it's locked. I'm panicking. Again.
It's fine. I'll sort it.
I was really hoping Aurora was going to try to keep.
I was always gonna let her, but then I thought no. I pull out the dagger and say, "Neat little thing, this." Slide it into the keyhole, turn, and then as I pull out, you hear like a click, and then I just push gently on the doors.
I imagine, just for context, this is a giant door, right? So he's like quite high up.
Tiny dagger. Yeah, I'm pretty nimble. I imagine I
Okay.
scale up to the door, the key lock.
I'm just there looking at you like, what the hell? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a giant door, but the handles are fortunately quite low. You know, it's probable that the Cloud Giant has at times had some form of servants or some form that Gogmagog has had that necessitate the need of a lower handle.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess we should focus on getting where we need to go as fast as possible.
Correct. The swamps. We need to all be thinking of that when we're heading out of here.
I cannot do that.
How? And you guys have the guiding, right?
Yeah, we received the blessing so we can
Yes, but just remember,
traverse different.
the way things work here is if you think of it, that is how you arrive. So, best foot forward, think of the swamps, maybe even think of a hag hut. Who knows? It could be right in front of us.
You
I
know
wanna-
you know that the using the blessings and kind of focusing on the blessings that Savras and Sylvanas gave unto you, May, you know that that's almost kind of like a more surefire way out. You won't get distracted of it. And that's also the way that you found a great way to find Gogmagogs. So you're aware that that is beneficial.
Yeah, and she will definitely keep focusing on that
Awesome.
and try maybe to
Well,
guide the rest as
You
as well.
guys go ahead. You head out. Usually it would have
door.
been. Oh, anything else anyone wants to do before?
I'd like to think that I sort of put like I use some of the rope which I'm carrying to create sort of a type of leash to have Henrietta on.
Henrietta sees you try to put the leash on, and you can see she kind of like shakes her head and like nuzzles up next to you and just starts to walk next to you.
Okay, just stay close.
She just kind of turns back and nuzzles you again.
Is this halfway from where we started to Ryan and Ori? Would you say?
When
Pretty
you
much,
get
yeah.
through it, it will be.
So when we get through the mountain, so like the start of the swamp will be halfway. Cool.
Yeah. You also know that the swamp is the last major destination. After that, it'll just be, I think, off the top of my head, I think it was 4 days walk after the swamp. But you don't plan to encounter particularly any, like, specific obstacles along the way. Then this is probably your last stop, last major detour or kind of stop detour before Rhinanori.
So from here, we reckon about 6 days total, because it's 2 to the hag, then probably 4 from there.
Maybe an extra day to get through the rest of the swamp.
Yeah,
but
cool.
You thinking about rations?
No. I'm just I'm thinking about where we are in terms of halfway through traveling and how much I would start thinking about Ryan and Ori. Bear in mind, I grew up there, you know.
Yeah,
So it's like
okay.
the closer I start getting, the more I start thinking about it.
You're getting closer. When you left Rhinanori, you didn't take this path. You took you took basically a path across the lakes and then
A safer,
kind of. Yeah, you took
much
the
safer
more
path.
kind of water route that takes a
Yeah.
little bit longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're getting closer.
Yeah, it's on the forefront of my mind then. So that is like a pretty big distraction, I'd say, for Sebastian while going through this bit.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, Sebastian, do you wanna make me then that wisdom saving throw, please?
No.
Well, you just told me that you're feeling
that's
quite.
fair. That's fair. Ooh.
What do you roll for the audience?
I rolled a 4, which is a 3 plus 1.
Okay,
Fabulous.
you guys are, as a group, making your way through the Sojourning Summits. At one point, you come across a ridge that you have to traverse. Henrietta struggles with this because of the kind of shape that she is, as does Brenda. You manage to keep your concentration going thanks to the benefits that May has, but for a brief moment, as you're lost in thought, Sebastian, you slip. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yeah. Oh my god. That's a bad roll.
It's not great. You fall.
So it was a
Yeah.
5 plus 7 for the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it was a 12. You slip into the mists.
Is,
Okay,
is there reactions to be taken or no?
I'll say that you guys can take a reaction. If you want to...
I would try and catch him.
Would my danger sense, because again, this is potentially a danger, would I have the sense that something might be happening?
Not that kind of danger. Nothing's attacking you. It's a lack of thought leading to... You would have had a danger sense of walking across here is dangerous, but it's like you already were aware of that risk. Everyone else was concentrating. Unfortunately, Sebastian lost concentration. I will say... okay, who wants to make an attempt to save him?
I would. I would try fly after him. I mean, yeah.
You'll try
since I'm
fly after him.
like to catch him.
I have one question. I
Yeah.
technically have the feat alert, and I know alert is more for being surprised and initiative, but it does state always on the lookout for danger. So would that maybe give me advantage on this roll?
No, I'm gonna say, unfortunately,
It was a stretch.
It was a bit of a stretch. I will say, who has the highest dexterity?
Me, probably.
Got a 17.
Mine is 18.
Same.
Okay, person with the highest dexterity, you can make your choice of an acrobatics or athletics roll in an attempt to catch Sebastian. You're the first one to make the move. Anyone else who tries to is just going to kind of get in the way.
Okay. All right, I'll roll acrobatics.
He rolls a 20, which was exactly
That's
the
with
DC.
advantage.
Oh,
So it's a
so
7.
So it was a 7.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
reach.
Mm.
You have one hand on the edge of the cliff, as you duck down to try and grab his wrist, you lose your grip on the cliff slightly, and just your instincts kick in. Instead of reaching for his arm, you reach your hand back up to try and pull yourself back up. And unfortunately, Sebastian has fallen into the mists. And I think that's where we'll end the session today. Where has Sebastian fallen to? What will the party truly encounter in the swamps? We'll have to find out next time. I hope you've enjoyed this session. Leaving us on a little bit of a cliffhanger there. Let's go round the group. First of all, I'll say you can find Tim and Lan here, and potentially on Team Logic NL's Twitch channel. Who knows? But they're not here at the moment. They will be back next week, I believe. But for now, Zeb, if you'd like to tell everyone where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm Agent Zeb. I stream over on twitch.tv at Agent Zeb by the time this goes live again. Because my wife actually has implied she wants to join in on Saturdays, so that's gonna be interesting and fun. Because she's not much of a gamer, but she's, let's say, she's very invested usually. So if you like that kind of stuff on my kind of content, feel free to join.
Thank you very much, Zeb. Next up, we have the Onion Soup.
Hey,
An end to the session.
I'm the only soup, and I like to fall into mist. They call me the Fog Chaser, I guess. Yeah, I'm here. You can find me here. I have a little some stuff on my own YouTube channel with a few of these guys in here that we've done some Pokemon stuff, which I've been thinking about a lot recently. So maybe some new stuff. We'll see. But yeah, that's me.
Next, thank you very much, Onion. And next up, we have Paddy Max.
Hey guys, I'm Patty Max. You can find me here. I don't know how regularly we're posting this, but you can find me here
Weekly.
at the Natural Havoc. Weekly it is. You can find us here on Natural Havoc, playing Clover. I also I almost said Switch. I also stream on Twitch, or Kick. Who knows? It'll be one of the two. You can find me over on those, as well as my own YouTube channel, where I have a few videos to be confirmed down the line. So feel free to check me out. Yeah, catch you there. Cool.
Thank you very much, Paddy. And next up, we have, I'll be nice this time, the Smitty Jane.
Yeah, you can find me here I don't know how often this gets uploaded, but you can find me here on
Weekly.
Weekly, apparently, playing Aurora. So stay tuned for the next episode in a week time, apparently.
Thank you very much, Jane. Eagle, do you know how often this gets uploaded?
I'd hope, from what my knowledge would say, and my all consuming knowledge
Weekly.
would be weekly, which I knew way beforehand. Didn't just find this out today, but yeah, weekly. You guys can find me here on Natural Havoc playing as Grendel, and maybe to be confirmed some stuff on Twitch or YouTube as well in the future.
Thank you very much, Eagle. And as for me, the DM, the man who seems to keep trying to kill Sebastian Voss. What am I going to do this time? Who knows? But you can find me here every other week. I'm kidding. Weekly. Right here on the Natural Havoc YouTube channel. Until next week, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for watching the episode. And that's it from us. Peace.
Bye, silly geese.
Bye.
Bye.